Major new developments in the criminal investigation against Ruben, Ebron, and Lonna Barton. Both were in court separately today. Barton pleaded guilty to charges of child neglect and lying to police.
Now she is facing a sentence of up to 5 years in prison and will be called as a witness in Ebron's trial. Channel 4's Scott Johnson is joining us now live from the courthouse with the latest. Scott?
Well, Ruben Ebron's defense team is trying to get a lot of stuff thrown out of this trial, a lot of evidence that could be used against him. But one thing that will not be thrown out in the courtroom as of a plea deal this morning is Lonna Barton's testimony. I'll start with Lonna Barton. She was in court first thing this morning to strike a plea deal with prosecutors. Barton has pleaded guilty to child neglect as well as lying to police. She gives up her constitutional right to not testify in Ruben Ebron's trial. As a result, Barton can only serve a maximum 5 years in jail, possibly a lot less.
Part of her agreement is that she will testify truthfully whether she's called by the state or the defense, and she's likely to be called by one or the other or both. So that's part of the agreement. She's going to get up there and tell the truth.
Given her history, how would you know it's the truth?
Well, she's going to be placed under oath to tell the truth under penalties of perjury, so it's up to her.
Then it was Ebron's turn to face a judge in a hearing leading up to his trial concerning what led up to the disappearance of Lonna Barton. Most of what was discussed Wednesday is what can be discussed in the trial and what cannot. One issue still unresolved is whether Lonna's 5-year-old sister can testify. Her therapist said testifying would be harmful to the girl, and anything she said would not be reliable. Judge Mark Borrello did decide that DNA evidence at the scene can be used in the trial if it can be linked to the child neglect charges. We also learned that the defense team is pushing to not allow any evidence taken from Ebron's cell phone to be used in the trial, arguing it was obtained illegally. Rhonda Peoples-Waters is an attorney not involved in the case. She says it's very important for Ebron's attorneys to get all evidence they can prove is not related to the child neglect charges thrown out. Prosecutors want it all kept in.
Because a lot of this is circumstantial for the state. So they don't necessarily have like one thing that's just going to come out of the bag and convince this juror. It's going to be several things combined, and the state's strongest case is when you put all of this together and ask the jury to make a decision.
So both sides will be back in court tomorrow. A few things that need to be discussed are the status of whether or not Lonna's sister can testify and whether those cell phone records can be used in the court case. And once again, Ruben Ebron's trial, jury selection is still on to start this coming Monday, but a lot of people are speculating that it could be delayed. We're live downtown to the courthouse. Scott Johnson, Channel 4, the local station.
So, Scott, what kind of response are you getting from people close to this case about Barton's decision to accept that plea deal?
Well, we have talked to a number of people who say that, look, Lonna Barton should have told anything that she'll say on the stand to police when this started, and they were originally searching for Lonna, thinking it maybe could have helped with that initial search. Back to you.
All right, I misspoke. It wasn't a plea deal. She pleaded guilty. Scott Johnson, thank you very much for reporting live tonight for us.